Good evening and welcome to the John Gaunt podcast. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I was feeling a bit delicate after my birthday celebrations, but here we go now, and this is going to be a big show. Donald Trump is correct. Starmer is a complete and utter loser. Do you agree or disagree? Look at the appeasement. Look at the way he was crawling up that Palestinian's backside the other day. Look at the do for the Muslims in Westminster. Look at the U-turns, 19 at the last count. And then he has the damn cheek, I wrote it down here, to stand today, do a press conference and he says, I've used calm, clear-headed leadership. The guy is a bucket brain. Are you with me again? And now he wants to give illegal migrants, criminals who break into our country, up to £40,000 per family to go home. He and Shabana Mahmood think that will make people not come anymore. 40 grand. That's more than most people watching this take home in a year. It's a fortune for people who are fleeing places like Sudan or Afghanistan. They'll just get in another boat and come back. We need to deter, detain, and deport. We need to get tough like Donald has in America, but this pillock won't do it. Let's have your opinion. And I was sitting there today. I heard from an old mate, a female mate, actually. No, not like that. She was just a really good friend. I haven't heard from her for ages. I'll tell you what she does now. She's a TV director. Sometimes she directs, Death in Paradise, my guilty pleasure. But anyway, it just got me thinking back to the Falklands. I was at university when the Falklands happened. Do you remember when that flotilla of ships sailed down to the Falklands? Why did they go? Whether you agreed with it or not, why did they go? Because somebody attacked our sovereign territory, a little island, millions of miles away from GB. But Mrs. Thatcher, Carrington, they didn't flinch. They sent down every ship we bloody had. Every ship we had. And the QE2. We can't even get one frigate or destroyer. That's good. Frigate or oh, you got carried away now, Gaunty. You can't even get one destroyer out. It's not even going to go till next week. We're the laughingstock of Britain, and we're having to be helped out by Greece, and it gets worse. The French. They've already got their ships there. We're the laughingstock, and this isn't just Starmer's fault. These cuts in defence happened under the Conservatives as well. And then those self-serving pigs, whilst our country is dying, our country is being given the last rites, effectively, they literally dance on the grave of our democracy. Did you see those MPs? Oh, they were doing something for mental health or some other bullshit, right? So they're dancing in the houses of Westminster in the modern part. All of them, including the revolutionary Freedom for Tooting. What's her name? That daft bird who's Zach Palensky's Green candidate. She's at the front wearing that stupid trouser suit, dancing. And then she's got the camera out like a love-struck teenager. She's videoing Angela Rippon. You couldn't make this up, could you? Angela Rippon dancing with Hoyle, Lord Hoyle, the Speaker. They're all so pleased with themselves. Dancing on the fucking grave of Britain. Great Britain, which they collectively, not just Starmer, have wrecked. And then Starmer today says he's been showing calm, clear-headed leadership. No, you've been showing appeasement. And when Donald Trump says we're not dealing with Winston Churchill, he's correct. We're dealing with a substandard Neville Chamberlain, peace in our time, peace in our time. Somebody's taking the bloody peace, and it starts with Starmer and his lousy Labour mob of louts. And then we hear today, who was the main man? Who was the main man who would not allow our air bases to be used? Again, you couldn't make this up. Ed Miliband. Ed Miliband, Mr. Windmill Man. Oh, and of course, Yvette Cooper, who's been useless at every bloody job she's been given. It's just unbelievable. And he had to agree to it, Starmer did, right? Otherwise, they were going to have a coup against him. See, that's what he's doing. The only thing he's interested in saving is his own scrawny, left-wing, commie neck. That's what's going on. And they are dancing on our graves. The graves of this country. Those boys who went to the Falklands. Do you remember? And the reason I remembered it was because we used to watch it on the telly. I counted them out and I've counted them in, said Brian Hannahan, and all that stuff. And the day that Simon Weston got injured. The day that Belgrano went down. I know there's lots of other ways to look at the Falklands, but it did make us proud. We can't even get one ship to Cyprus. Imagine if you're a proud Cypriot, right? We've abandoned them. We've abandoned them. And Ed Miliband is in charge. This is just flipping crazy. Are you with me or are you again me? Good evening. Welcome to the John Gaunt Show. Donald Trump has said now out loud what most of us in Britain are thinking, that Keir Starmer is a loser. How do the kids do it? It's like that, isn't it? A loser. That's right. Strong words, of course. But after the last 36 hours in British politics, you have to ask, is he actually wrong? No, he's not. Tonight, I'm looking at a government that seems to be lurching from one policy U-turn to another. We now hear that illegal migrants could be offered up to £40,000 to go home. I wonder when the 40th grand is waved in front of them, they'll suddenly remember where their passport is, or they'll suddenly remember which country they come from. They'll suddenly remember that they can actually speak English without a translator. Now, the 40,000, let's be accurate here, is 10,000 each. So it's up to a maximum of 40 for a family of four. I'll tell you what this will do. It'll encourage them to bring the kids, to put their kids' lives at risk in the channel. Starmer's an idiot, a dangerous idiot. And so is Mahmood. If you're liking what I'm talking about, press the like button. Put a comment in the comment box. I'll come to you in a moment. If you've never seen this show before, it's the John Gaunt Show. It's like nothing else on earth. Too right it is. It's crap. No, shut up. 40,000 quid of your tax dollars going to these illegals. And Mahmood thinks this will stop them coming. What planet is she living on? And the same token, we've got thousands of people in this country struggling with their bills, their mortgages, the cost of living. And I'm increasingly now seeing more people begging outside Tesco's and Sainsbury's, aren't you? Many of them veterans of our armed forces, begging in the street with nowhere to live. And Mahmood says, let's give them 40 grand. Meanwhile, Starmer has a reception for the Muslims, something to do with Ramadan or Eid. I don't know what it was about. I don't care. And the Palestinian leader got his arm round him, whispering in his ear. What's he whispering? What language do they speak? What sweet nothings did the Ukrainians whisper in his ear? Let me ask you a simple question. Why are we talking about paying people to leave the UK instead of just securing our borders in the first place? Navy in the Channel, Army on the beach, and secure accommodation which they're not allowed to leave. That'll be the way to sort it out. Add all this to the latest foreign policy confusion and today's press conference where Starmer tried to reassure us, the country, that everything is under control. Don't panic, Captain Mannering. Don't panic. Starmer's here. Starmageddon's here. He'll save us. While watching it, I have to tell you, I came away thinking something very, very different. This man is taking us to hell in a handcart, and all the MPs are dancing on the grave of our culture, our tradition, our history. They don't give a shit about you and me. And that Green woman, her being there in the front row like a love-struck teenager with a little video, a phone, videoing it, Angela Rippon there, and the speaker. What an absolute joke. I mean, I'm not that worked up about it, to be honest, apart from what signal does it send to all of us? This show is yours as much as mine. Get into the live chat. Tell me what you think. Let's have a proper debate, because I'd like it now, because Donald Trump has called Keir Starmer a loser. So tonight, I'm asking you the blunt question. After the last 24, 36 hours in our politics, Donald Trump's right, isn't he? Let's hear your views. So, do you agree with Trump's assessment of Keir Starmer? Yes or no? Just put a yes or no in the comments if you want. Do you think we should be paying... Most ridiculous question I've ever written this. Should Britain be paying illegal migrants, criminals, thousands of pounds to go home? Your opinion, please. What immigration policy should we have? Well, I've got an idea. Why don't we just have one, which clearly we haven't at the moment? We should have zero tolerance, really tough border control. Let me know. Let's have your opinion. And if you are watching live, please hit the like button. Share the stream, because the more people who join in the debate, the better the conversation becomes. And, of course, the algorithm loves us as a result. 25 likes. That is fabulous. I'm coming to your comments now. Let's have your opinion, because this state we're in, when I say dancing on our grave of this great country, I'm not really exaggerating if you think it through. And if you served in the Falklands, maybe you'd like to comment on that. Because compare and contrast. Even if you don't like Maggie Thatcher, she didn't let the Argies get away with it, did she? And what are we doing? Oh, we can't go yet. We haven't got enough life jackets. Probably because we've given them all to the flip-flop warriors. And do you agree that Starmer is putting his own survival over the good of the country? And I wouldn't mind that so much if Labour wasn't stuffed full of Chinese spies, which it looks like it is. Did you see them? And then we're building them an embassy. Honestly, a give up. Jake Morton Brown, evening Gaunty. I'm surprised his press conference today wasn't to surrender to Iran. Jake, you're joking, but that's almost what I feel as well. Wizard Steve says, specky twat. You talking to me? No, it's okay. Next message, he means Starmer. Perhaps you need to get that in the right order next time, Wizard. But thank you for joining in. Jackie Ward, regular. I'm a self-employed trying to start a business. 40k is more than I've earned in the last 4 years, John. I am so angry. Oh, yeah, don't forget, though, Jack, just while I'm upsetting you, it's 40 grand, no tax. It's as if all the illegals have suddenly joined Only Fools and Horses. No income tax, no VAT. Yeah, that's what it's like. Because they come in, they get a new mobile phone, they get their nice leather jackets, they've got their flip-flops on, and they're straight into the 4-star hotels. Now they're going to be, congratulations, come on down. You've won an all-expenses trip back to the shithole you come from. Congratulations. 40 grand, Allah Akbar, all round. It's mental. It's mental. Well-controlled migration is the only way you can do it, and for that you have to have borders, and for that you sometimes have to say no. No. You can't say yes to everyone, Starmer. And even if you did, it wouldn't make you popular. We hate you. Which part of this don't you get, Starmer? Britain hates you. And then you got Miliband telling you what to do. What are you, a man or a mouse? Starmer has turned the UK into a joke, says Joanna Maria 1353. Joanna, you are completely correct. Craig Urquhart says, Hannah Montana, John. What do you mean, Hannah Montana? What are you on about? Craig, explain that. I don't know what you're talking about. Dean Spinks, when the boat line's trying to get here, near this 10 to 40k, they'll all be rubbing there to... Hang on. Let's try and see if Den Spinks is writing in English or Albanian, because he's lost me already. When the boatloads trying to get here, hear this 10 to 40k, they'll all be rubbing their, then there's a word missing, together, hands together, I think he means. Thank you, Den. Oh, come on, grow up. Joanna Marie says, Rupert Lowe is our only hope now. Yeah, okay. You might think he's a great bloke, but he's not going to get elected. The election's going to happen in the next year or two. He's not got enough people behind him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not falling out with you. This chaos isn't doing much for my mental health. I've been that angry today. My hair looks like Kate Bush in the wind. Thank you, Annette. I know where you're coming from. I've had a lovely couple of days because it's been my birthday celebration. So I went to see a great play last night in Stratford. You must go and see it if you get the chance at the RSC. It wasn't Shakespeare. It's called The Boy Who Controlled the Wind or something. I could do with him today, actually. But set in Africa. And it was all African music, African costumes, percussion, dancing. And it's about this lad who, to save his village, he learns how to build a windmill. And with this windmill, they can then have electricity and they can generate, pump water. It's a true story. And it's about sustainability, and it's about the fact that, let people help themselves, give them the tools. That's what it's about. If you get the chance to see it, go. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's my confident prediction that will be in the West End very soon. It's a fabulous play. Fabulous. The Boy Who Generated the Wind, or something like that it's called. I went with my younger daughter, Bethany. Brilliant. John, I've just been looking on eBay for a Donald Trump baseball cap. Problem is, will I be attacked by a nutter, or worse still, a visit from the Starmer police? No, everyone should start wearing them. That would upset him. That would really upset him, wouldn't it? I think that'd be good. Someone's just donated a £5. Joanna Maria. Hello, Joanna Maria, the lady who was supporting Rupert. Happy birthday. Have a pint on me. Thank you very much indeed, Joanna. Thank you for your contribution. Every penny that you give me, I go to try and make these even better. So thank you very much indeed. Where are we going next? We need MAGA. That's Joanna again. MAGA baseball caps. Make England great again. Yeah, I'm surprised people haven't started making them much bigger. I'm not a clever man, John, says Kman40 on YouTube. But explain to me how this differed. He means differed to Iraq. We were told that they had weapons of mass destruction. We did. And we went in because America told us to. Is it not strong to say no to Trump? I know where you're coming from, and I must admit, I was taken in by Blair. Absolutely. I was. So, I confess that somebody tried to stitch me up about that the other night. And it's like, no, I made a mistake, like a lot of people. However, the world's a better place without Saddam, just like the world's a better place without the Ayatollah. And also, you see, you got to be careful going down that thinking, Kman40, because you might get to a view where you think, no, we'll just keep letting them push homosexuals off tower blocks. Women will have to keep covered up. Women shouldn't have any rights. This is the things that they were doing in Iran. And Iran was a liberal democracy. Well, it was under the Shah, so there was a dictatorship as well. But you understand what I mean. I think we're right. So I know a lot of people are comparing Iraq to Iran, but it's in my opinion, and I may be proved wrong, it's totally different. And you certainly can't say, I'm not doing that because of that. You can't. I just think that's too binary. Anyway, that's my views. Thank you, K-Man40. I'll die in Thailand. I'm in Thailand till I die, 2065 on YouTube. Hi, John. Why, oh, why does he keep doing these addressing the nation speeches? I don't know. In Thailand till I die. I find it bizarre. Is somebody telling him that he comes over well? Because he comes over like crap, doesn't he? He's useless. He's absolutely useless at talking to the common man, the working man, as he would call them. Graham Han, how on earth did we find ourselves in this utter shit show of a mess? John, stagnant Starmer, that's a good way of describing him, is an embarrassment to this once great nation. He can't go quick enough, says Graham. Graham, I agree with you totally. And that's why I've tried to do this comparison today. How come we can't even get one ship? And we can go further back. We can say, why wasn't the ship already up there by Cyprus? Or in that area? Because, or in Dubai or Qatar. Evidently, there's 4 of them in the dock at the moment getting repaired. My nephew has got more ships or boats in his bath. It's a joke. Rule Britannia. Britannia rules the world. No. And Starmer is so cautious. It's the human equivalent. No, don't say it, John. I was going to have a Durex, but he would have a hole in his, wouldn't he? Starmer has sold out to the Muslims. I'm not worried about the Muslims, it's the Islamists. And that speech he gave the other night in Westminster, where he basically said, I've got to keep telling you, I didn't vote for it. It's not me. I didn't want to play with the big boys. It's Trump. He's the one who's picking on you. Oh, it's terrible. He's terrible. Sniveling little shit. Appeaser. That's what he is. Come on, keep your comments coming in. And if you'd like to donate, we've had one so far. Let's have some donations tonight, please. All you need to do is click the little $ next to the comments if you're watching on John Gaunt TV on YouTube. Or alternatively, go to www.buymeacoffee.com/John Gaunt. I was going to tell you something else just. Oh, I went out for that meal with Lisa. Indian restaurant in Kenilworth called, I think it's called the Kenilworth Edge. Brilliant restaurant. I used to go there years ago. I haven't been able to afford to go recently. Food was tremendous. And me and Lisa, we just talked for about 3 hours. I'd forgotten how to do it, if I'm honest with you. Fabulous. So I've been really looked after. And then last night, Bethany took me to the theatre and she wouldn't let me buy anything. Wouldn't let me buy a drink or anything. It was her treat. Great play. If you get a chance. I can't remember what it's called, but somebody will tell me. It's The Boy Who Stole the Wind. It's a film as well, I think. Another crazy money solution from Labour. I'm with you, John. Good evening to you. Good evening. Thank you very much indeed. George O'Grady, F6Y, says, take your home. Take your home what? Wizard Sleeve 6049 on YouTube says, Rupert Lowe is the only hope. I know you keep saying this, guys, but can we try and be a little bit realistic? Hi, John. Why does he keep doing? Oh, you've said that twice, mate, but thank you. Graham Fletcher, coach. Here he is, the lefty. That's rubbish about Miliband. It's newspaper nonsense. Oh, really? You were in the meeting, were you? Check it out. Oh, yeah, I have checked it out. I've read all the different reports. I think it was probably made up after because they want to try and reduce the pressure on Starmer, if you want to say that, Graham. I had this suspicion that we had been sending weapons, etc., to bases in the Middle East for months, which was confirmed by experts. Sorry, Graham, you've lost me now. What are you trying to say? That we've sent weapons to attack Cyprus ourselves? I don't think so, but anyway. Parliament needs a psychiatric assessment, says Andrew Aitken. Agreed, Wizard Sleeves 6049. We're getting all the Rupert Lowe supporters now. It's fine. That's, you're right. Where are we going next? Starmer is alienating our relationship with the States. £40,000. I'm fuming, as everybody else is. Only found this out from you, John, says Richard Pope. Good evening, by the way. Good evening to you, Richard. Check it out now, mate. That's the deal. That's the deal. I have talked about this before, and I half agree that if a little incentive, $3 or $4 grand, gets them on the plane and gets them out of our country, let's just get on with it. Because it's probably costing that a week to keep them in a 4-star hotel. Yeah? But there's a big difference between that and 40 grand, isn't there? Tax-free. It's just madness, especially when we haven't tried securing our borders. Maybe that would be the best thing to do. Secure the borders, so to deter, close the hotels, detain them in army camps, which they can't leave, and then deport them. You can't. That's the only way. Why won't they do it? My family come from Normandy in 1066, says David Katie. So do you think I could get 40 grand to go back home? Well, that's where I'll end up, won't it? Because I'm packing my bags, says David Katie. Graham, hang on. I've got to just blow my nose here. Graham Fletcher. Graham, why do you bother watching every night? Because all you want to do is contradict me. Listen to this one. And you never win. Hang on. Did you not agree with, I think it was Hungary, about them paying immigrants to leave their country? And Mahmood was using those ideas? Yes, I did, actually. And I said that about 20 minutes ago. Were you not listening? I did, to be fair to you, you could have been waiting that long because I'm so popular. But yeah, I did say that. But I didn't say 30 or 40 grand. Like I just said, 2 or 3 grand, maybe. But first of all, I'd put all the other things in place. Start with Denmark and in Hungary. And in Hungary, they're just doing it in a much more brutal way. Hungary's got none of them getting in now, just like Donald. And that's what I want. What new law did he do? Giorgio Grady, look, in your little mind, that makes sense. But it doesn't make sense to me because I'm not hearing anything else. You've got to explain what you're trying to say. Yes? Detain, deport, done, says Joanna Maria. Thank you very much indeed. We've said this before. They're only going to come back for more if you give them a handout now. Thank you very much. Now, Giorgio Grady, you're now just winding me up, mate. Where are they from? How the fuck do I know? Why don't you contribute rather than write stupidity? I'm going to buy you one more stupid thing from you and you're barred because I don't need you. The show's getting popular. Sometimes you tolerate people. I'm not going to tolerate you. I'm sick of saying it. Starmer is an Islamist shrill. He sold us out. Well, Annette, a few weeks ago, I told you off for saying that, but when I saw him hugging and kissing them in Parliament, it's like, does he put them before us? And I'm not trying to divide and rule. I haven't got a problem. I mean, when I was in the restaurant, they're all Muslim guys. No problem, no hassle. They're running a business. They're doing really well. The guy remembered me from ages ago. We had a chat. Very attentive service. Fabulous. Brilliant. But it can't carry on like this, can it? And it does sometimes make you think, does Starmer put not necessarily immigrants, but illegals? That's the thing that rubs me up the wrong way. They can afford to pay the smugglers to get back, says Richard. Oh, that was the other thing they came out with today. Evidently, people are paying 10 or 15 grand to get it. No, they're not, you idiots. They're paying a grand or a couple of grand or whatever the going rate is that day. These authoritarian tyrants want nothing but to see you be a serf, be a slave, be a peasant. So do not be complacent. Get active. Make your voice heard like our hero, John. Say it as it is. You're a hero. Thank you, Tony. You can stop blowing smoke up my arse now, but thank you for that. Craig Urquhart, I just can't listen to that monotone lawyer, John. No, Craig, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, today it was the same speech. They don't actually need him to say anything. He always says the same thing. It's word salad, and it means nothing. It's loads of words what's that? Loads of words and actions and fury signifying nothing. Life, it's Shakespeare. This, hold on a minute, it'll come back to me in a minute. Life is but a state, and we're all players, that strut and something on the stage until our time is done. Where's that? That's a Shakespeare. I can't remember which one it's from. But anyway, somebody will tell me in a minute. I pay a small fortune 14 years ago to bring my Thai wife to the UK legally. It's even a lot more now to do it legally. We left 3 years ago, so where's our 40 grand? It's so wrong. I'm fuming, John. I got a friend who's got I don't think he's from Thailand or the Philippines, but he lives in the Thailand. He wants to bring her here for a few years. Not allowed to. I've got Jamaican mates. They wanted to bring their thing, but the Home Office had this thing. Everybody from Jamaica is a drug addict, which of course is blatantly untrue. But meanwhile, they were letting people stay who would come over on the flip-flop warrior boats. Unbelievable. Alison Wilkes on Facebook. So they've been refused asylum. They've arrived illegally, but still illegal. But we pay for them to leave so they can come back illegally again. Yeah, Alison, that's about the length and breadth of it. Logical, isn't it? No. Who's worse, the doctors or the engineers? Taking the Mickey wizard sleeve. I like your style. The green lassie dancing, John. You couldn't recall her irrelevant name. What did you say it was? Oh, Hannah Montana. It's not Hannah Montana. She's off the telly. But it is Hannah somebody. You're right. I'm with you now, Craig. Thank you very much. Did you see her in that video? And she'd obviously got into the front 2 rows. She wants to be an MP. Oh, what did you do today, your first day at Parliament? I danced with a nearly by Angela Rippon. Because today would have been when was it? Yesterday, wasn't it? It's her first or second day in Parliament, and she's dancing. So you can laugh at it, but the really sad thing is, they're dancing on the grave of our democracy. This is a good point from Tony Whitworth, 3246 on YouTube. The Iranian women's national football team refused to sing the anthem of the Islamist regime tonight at the opening match of the Asian Cup in front of the entire world. Now that's true bravery. Yeah, they did that last week, didn't they? I think. So thank you very much indeed for that. That's Joanna Marie, who donated a £5 I mentioned earlier. She says, happy birthday, have a pint of me. Well, my birthday was, when was it? Day before yesterday. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. There we are. You don't need to send her a coffee, but you can send me another one. If you like what I'm doing and you'd like to contribute, you can make a donation just by clicking the little, $, or go to www.buymeacoffee.com. You can buy a beer instead if you want, and that's a £5 a time. So please feel free, because that's how we make this keep going. Taxi driver 2107 says, good evening, John. I've just tuned in. Jim Garfield, he always makes a good point. He says, the obvious lack of British naval power is worrying. It's more than worrying. It's bloody frightening. A change of policy in Argentina and the Falklands could be in play. Yeah. You can see them saying, well, we want them back again. Not that they were there. Let's not even go there. We'd be raising the white flag over Port Stanley rather than the Union flag. You're right, Jim. I don't think he'd fight for anything, would he, Starmer? The rainbow flag, probably. Oh, the Ukrainian flag, of course, because he's a big supporter of Ukraine and Zelensky. Excuse me. Where are we going next? The Labour Party don't call them Chinese spies, John. They call them colleagues or masters. Jake Morton Brown. Thank you very much indeed. John Walker says it's just not Britain anymore, Gaunty. Appeasement to the EU, then appeasement to China, then to Islamic voters. For the first time in my life, I feel ashamed that what a worldwide laughing stock we've become. John, that's a really good comment, and true and depressing at the same time. Tony says, Lords of London, the 300-year-old king of marine insurance. Yeah, we know what it does. Just cancelled all war risk coverage for ships through the Strait of Hormuz. And Keir Starmer has let this happen. Yep, that's true. Why weren't the ships down there as well? No one's thinking ahead. We used to have ships based in Gibraltar and Malta. It makes you wonder why we don't anymore. Well, because we probably haven't got any. Everything's been cut to the bone. And like I say, you can't just blame Starmer for that. The Tories were just as bad. It's this kind of collective. This is what I'm saying when they were all dancing. They showed their true colours. All of them were dancing. All of them were dancing whilst you can't afford to put meat on the table or put the heating on. All of them. That's why they are all self-serving pigs with their snouts in a trough. And Hannah, she'd only got there yesterday or the day before, and she's already one of them. So don't give me this green revolution nonsense. Tony Foskett says, hope you enjoyed your birthday meal, mate. I did. It was fabulous. I can really recommend it. Where are we going next? John, me and my wife was in the pub having a drink. Someone shout out, Lemmy for Prime Minister. The apartment up in Loughton, couple words was said, John. We had a P, not in that, never. Can you rewrite that and send it back, preferably in English, because I just haven't got a clue what you're saying there. Tony Foskett says, I'll leave the country if the government give me 40 grand. Oh, fair enough. I've got to go, guys, but thanks for the chat. Keep fighting the good fight. Mega, well, we're here every day. You can come and join us again. Maggie Young, what are you saying today? Oh, my father fought in World War II in the Navy. He came home and he was so traumatized, so my grandma told me. But he was so proud of fighting for this great country. He'd be crying in heaven at the moment. I think you're right. Graham, the socialist, says, paying 40k actually saves us money, as it costs more to keep them here, doesn't it? Yeah, but I'm not saying it's neither or, Graham. You're saying that. I'm saying deter, detain, deport. That's what I'm saying. So they wouldn't be here for more than a week. So it ain't going to cost 40 grand, is it? But it's got to be joined up. We've got to also get out the ECHR. John Walker says Churchill will be spinning in his grave like a turbine. I've got to agree with that. Gavin Price says 40 grand. It'll be more than that. Yeah, of course it will. If that's the figure they're quoted, you know full well that they'll be charging more than that. Graham, he's saying here, weapons to support the USA, not Cyprus. Well, what's wrong with that? USA are meant to be our ally. Huh? Can you just extract yourself from Starmer's arse for a minute? Thanks. If Starmer will give me and the missus 40k each, I will F off as soon as I can. Sell the house and move to the USA or Australia, says taxi driver 2107. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. In Manchester, the Iranian Islamists are having a go at the Iranian Christians. The police are never going to be able to manage this. Annette, you are so right. What about all those places, those mosques, where they've been having celebrations for his life and all crying because, oh, no, the foul dictator's been killed. And we're allowed, if they want to do that in their own country, on you go. But we shouldn't be allowing that to happen in Britain. There's got to be a limit to our tolerance, hasn't there? Or is it everything goes? I remember when Blair said, all kinds of families are okay. All kinds of families are the same. No, they're not, Tony Blair. Essex Steve, thank you very much indeed. He's just given me a super sticker. Essex Steve, 86. He's just donated a £5. Come on, you could do that as well. Steve, that's very good of you, and I'm very grateful for it. It all helps to keep these going. I've got a meeting tomorrow in the morning, actually, where I'm talking to somebody about how we could perhaps develop these in different ways. So thank you for that. Oh, and he's put a message here. 5 gold coins. Oh, I used to sing that, didn't I? 5 gold stars. Happy birthday, John Boy. When I'm 64 plus 1. Yeah, thank you. The original and still the best news talk show host, says Stephen in Essex. That's kind. Thank you. I think it's probably true as well, but thank you very much. This is very serious if the USA now turn their backs on us. You're right, Maggie. You know, because Starmer, one of these other things he loves is that the Russians eat our baby, and at any minute now, the Russians are going to invade. So is it really a good idea to not do what Trump says, to stitch him up? And then today he was saying, I don't care. But basically he was saying, I don't care if you call me a loser. And, it's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble. Whether you like it or not, he's the boss. He's the boss of the world. So sometimes I'm not very good at this, I must admit. You have to be nice, don't you, to the boss? John, fact is, they have no intention of stopping the flip-flop warriors. This is obviously an agreement with the EU about us taking our fair share. I'm probably agree with you about that. If we give every migrant 10 grand to rebuild their country and take 10 grand out of this country, you're just redistributing wealth, says K-Man on Twitter. Their country will be great and ours will be the same old shithole. I like your logic. Andy Borg, thanks, John. I just found someone who's more rubbish at Shakespeare than me. Oh, you mean because I couldn't remember the quote? Yeah. I normally can remember quotes. I don't know where that's gone today. All the world's a stage. All the world's a stage, and we're just something players that struts and something. I can't even remember which players. I am a bit. I haven't, I know it's been my birthday, but I haven't literally, honestly, not drank a lot. But I don't normally stay up that late, so I think I'm a bit fatigued. I didn't get in last night till about midnight. The wild days are back. The wild boys, whatever it is. God help her. Oh, Hannah Spencer. When Kemi has reason to put her down, she'll be crying. Yeah, I mean, and also, where does she get her clothes? I mean, I don't like picking on people and what they wear, but she looks ridiculous. Did you see the Chancellor of the Exchequer in her trouser suit today? Was it today or yesterday? It's kind of blue. I'm not a fashion expert, as you probably are aware, but she looked like a Teletubby who's had a crash course of Monjero, whatever those injections are called. But it hasn't quite worked. You look awful, Rachel. Go and shoplift something else. Oh, not that I think she's ever shoplifted, of course not. I'm seriously thinking about opening a map shop in the Middle East and North Africa because they all get here without one. Just asking for a friend, KT. Where are we going next? Be fair, John, we can't afford a military. We have to pay for another 500,000 flip-flop warriors who are going to come over this year. Thank you very much. Claiming it cost 158k a year to keep them, 3k a week in a hotel. What the F, says Craig. Craig, yeah, but all of those conversations are ridiculous. We shouldn't be keeping them here for that long. Deter, so you put them off, you start sending out videos saying, bloody hell, England are getting rough. They don't give us squeezy soap anymore. You don't get a nice hotel anymore. You're in an old army camp. And they haven't even bothered doing it up. It's just as bad as what their soldiers had to live in. Oh, I don't want to live like that. No, bollocks to that. I'm going to stay in the Sudan, right? In my mud hut. So you deter. And then when they get here, you detain them. And no, lads, you can't walk into town tonight. There's no walking down to Warwick. Nuneaton. No, none of that. You got to stay in here. We've got things for you to do. Gym, swimming pool, whatever. But you're not going into town. No. That'd deter them, wouldn't it? And then say, right, have you got a passport? And if they say no, say, right, you're off to the Falklands. We're going to process you out there, somewhere that way on. Or alternatively, oh, you have got a passport now. Okay, what country? Okay, we can send you back there. We'll get that sorted. Chucks away, Stelios. It's simple. Why don't they do it? Why don't they do it? Hey, John, I hope they don't let the march go on this weekend for that Iranian monster. Well, of course they will. Anything that's anti-British, that will happen. Wizard Sleeve says, Starmer sucks. The end? The end of what? Thank you very much. Starmer is a banker, says Dave on thingy. That's correct. Oh, this is a good one. When did Polanski leave the Village People? That's nasty. He wasn't in the Village People. Which one? He'd be the construction worker, wouldn't he? Right, I'm done. Thanks very much. That was quite good. I gave you nearly 45 minutes there. I don't normally do one on a Friday, but I might tomorrow if I got time. But I got this meeting in the morning, so it depends how long that goes on for. But I'll probably do one on Sunday afternoon. Oh, no. It's my final birthday day on Sunday. I meant to be going out for an Italian meal with my daughters, but maybe I'll do one in the morning. Keep an eye out. The best way to know when I'm doing things is to join John Gaunt TV. If you go to John Gaunt TV on YouTube, a little pop-up comes up and says, do you want to subscribe? No money involved. You don't have to pay anything, so don't worry about it. Just say yes. And then you're like on this electronic mailing list, I guess is the best way of describing it. So every time I plan to do a new show, you get an alert. So it means you don't miss any. And also then you can get into the archive and see all the others. And don't forget now, we've had 2.5 million views of the videos. It's phenomenal what's happened. And there's 7,000 subscribers. So please do that. Today, we've had 47 likes, which is superb. And that's it. Leanne Tail says, let everyone on the right, let them unite. I agree. Jackie Ward's just given me the 3 red hearts. Maggie Young's given me the clap and the blue heart, sky blue heart. Thank you. What happened? Hey, by the way, is our football game still on this weekend? Because wasn't it linked in with some cup game that might have to pre-played? Haven't looked into it. I'll have to give my mate Sky Blue Bruce a ring and find out. John, all the best, sir. Great show as ever. Thank you very much indeed. So I'm back. I might do some, we'll see. But I'll definitely be back by Sunday, if not Monday, at 6. Thanks for bearing with me this week. I've really enjoyed my birthday. It's been really nice to go out with my daughters and the rest of it. So, and my wife. He says quickly, she's not downstairs. She's gone to the other daughters today, because they want to spend the day on an allotment for Rosie's birthday. It takes all sorts. So I'm here holding the fort at home. St. George's Day is coming up, John. Yeah, April, not there. All right, that's it then. I'm finished. Thank you very much indeed. If you do want to donate, go to buymeacoffee.com/John Gaunt, or just do it on here. It's as simple as that. Thanks for all your contributions. It really is appreciated. Right, see you later. Until then, if you've got kids, give them a kiss, give them a hug. Don't forget to tell them you love them. See ya. Bye.